What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping into a little bit of story mode. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'm trying to catch up on some resources. So we're jumping into 8.1.4, the aspect of Warpath. I thought let's try something a little bit different today. I wanted to play with Ghost, especially after when I saw aspect of war, block penetration, block proficiency DKs. I thought, you know what, who needs block, right? Ghost is still she is my favorite character besides Count Nefaria, but OG champs, Ghost is my favorite, so I thought, you know what, let's take in the OG trilogy team in and see if we can take this path down. So I didn't fully read. I'm coming into 2026 with a new mindset. I will read notes before I jump into a fight, because clearly I did not fully read the aspect of war node, in regards to the unstoppable, as you can see. Um, if I knew that intercepting or punishing a heavy would have taken away the unstoppable, this would have been a lot faster. But I don't think I did too bad on this path, especially considering how rough I am with playing Ghost. It's been a very long time since playing her, so still trying to get into the mode of things with her. Obviously there I'm showing you the nodes. Immovable object, I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. Parry vulnerability would have been nice if I used it, but we're using Ghost, we're trying not to parry. And then obviously bleed immune and gifted, which is the defender's ability accuracy is increased by 200%. This fight, I was a kind of an idiot because I thought I was going to be able to use these unblockables, but obviously the unblockable immune. It's been a while. Like I say, it's been a hot minute since I've actually read some notes or actually read some characters' abilities. Usually I just get a character, I just go into a fight, try to figure the nodes out. But yeah, I think we get into a nice little rhythm after this fight, because this fight here was a little bit fishy. Now, I do personally need to take my Red Guardian up as well. We only hear good things. I don't see any videos about showcasing Red Guardian's crazy ability that everyone's talking about. But I hear you. I need to take him up. But yeah, we take a few smacks to the face. At least there he wasn't blocking, so we were able to get the first hit off, but the rest, tragedy. Yeah, I should have just been intercepting, yeah, I would have, but I'm scared. Unstoppable is everywhere in the game right now. That's precisely why I dupe my Valkyrie, and I'm planning on taking her up because there's so much unstoppable in the game right now, and it's one of the nodes that nodes? It's one of the abilities that I don't really fancy too much, because sometimes these unstoppables like proc for like 10-20 seconds and you're like, what do you want me to do? This should have been an easy fight. Usually I take no hits from this lady. I've been ghosting her for many years now, so yeah, we didn't have any worries going into this fight as far as I'm aware. Nice damage. Ghost has got some phenomenal damage. Look at that. And I haven't even been building up Furies or anything like that. I wish they'd really need to bring her out as a 7-star, because there's clearly characters that do a lot more damage than her in the game right now. So Ghost, we need to see a 7-star Ghost this year. 2026 Ghost. Let's make it happen, fam. Let's make it happen. Morningstar as well. I've been ghosting her for years, so this didn't really worry me too much. This whole path, to be honest, didn't really worry me too much. Ghost is just too OP, man. No blocked hits. Usually you would take no hits, but I'm a scrub at this very moment. What a beautiful SC2 that was. And then obviously the unstoppable puts me in my tracks. I should have just been intercepting. But it's all good. Now, our health is looking a little bit low. It's on the low side, but I've been playing. I always play Ghost. Like I just use like a 20% revive and no potions, because usually you shouldn't be taking any hits with Ghost. So yeah, we try to keep item usage as low as possible. I don't really care about doing this itemless. I'm just actually trying to catch up on story mode. There's still a lot that I need to still catch up on. Even this Elsa. Oh my god, how did I forget her name? Even this Elsa, I've been ghosting her for years, so didn't really worry me. You'll see her. We don't take any hits here. We're chilling. Oh, and you gotta love that unblockable through the unstoppable. That Wasp synergy is clutch. But like I was saying, I've got so much to catch up on. I've got all of the back quests, variants to catch up on. I'm currently auto-fighting the classic modes for units because Banquet has sucked all my units dry. And didn't even really get a super nice rank. You know, I got 11 to 25%, and I spent 23,000 units, 24,000 units or so. Yeah, so that's one thing I need to catch up on. Yeah, I'm just double checking that I am going the right way. Yellow Jacket, I usually no problems. I shouldn't have any problems with this guy, but we do run into one this fight. I also do have full story modes to complete from Act, if I'm not mistaken, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want 100% all of them, but I'm starting with 8 and 9 because those rewards are a lot more juicy. They're at least relevant. 5, 6, and 7, the rewards don't even excite me, so that I'll catch up a little bit later. And then as well as all of the special quests. Been looking at them, I've been doing a little bit of research, and now after Banquet, like, my roster just blew up after Banquet. It's not even a joke. Prestige shot up by like 4,000 points. I've still got two or three rank 4s to still do. I was just waiting for the last few crystals to open and see who I was going to rank up. Other than that, yeah, I think we're doing quite well in the game. Especially now that the roster is getting a little bit bigger, I can start delving into crucibles and monthly event quests. Because to be honest, like, I don't know why Kabam designs quests where you need a certain amount of champions to get through it. Like, not all of us have champions that can counter these nodes, as well as have a full-on roster that we can go and change characters all the time. Like, you know, the elder version of the monthly quest right now, it gets on my nerves because half of the time it's like I only got a handful of champs that I can use, and some of them don't counter the node or don't really do much. So yeah, Kabam needs to really think about redesigning some things in the game, because it's not friendly for us lower tier mudfish. You know what I mean? The whales, yeah, it's easy for the whales to do all of these things. They got all the characters, Sig 200, this, that, whatnot. You know what I mean? But yeah, this year, 2026, my whole aim for this year is to get better at this game. I feel like a scrub still. We're making a lot of content, but sometimes it takes me a while to get through a path where I have to use items. Due to the fact that I'm using a potato phone and I'm a scrub. Simple as that. I'm just a scrub. I'm washed. So we're trying to get unwashed, trying to get a little bit dirty, roll in that mud, you know what I mean? And take it as it comes. So now we move on to the boss, Corvus, and Corvus was a little bit of a tricky one because I originally wanted to ghost him. I really did want to ghost him, but I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so I didn't really necessarily take the chance. I thought, you know what, we haven't played Hood in a while, let's take Hood. And Hood used to be, when Hood came out, he was my favorite character at the time. I thought he had the coolest character design. He had sick animations. He was going invisible. You know, like he was tricky back then. So yeah, he's still one of my favorite characters in the game. So I thought, you know what, let's try him. And I haven't really fought him since he's buff. So forgive me for this fight. Because I use up all my bullets. I don't know how to fight with it, so I didn't know how to reload. We were just free balling. We were just free balling this fight. And clearly you can see we're getting hit hard, but we're not really too worried because it's Corvus, you know what I mean? Corvus is it's not too scary. Just gotta watch yourself around him. And it's a good thing I actually didn't take Ghost into this fight because of that armor break. So yeah, we would have been kind of screwed if we brought Ghost in here. But yeah, such is life. Such is life. At least we're doing some decent damage with Hood here. I always liked. I prefer to Dex his SP2. It's a lot easier for me. The SP1 sometimes can be a little bit quick. But yeah, the SP1 is relatively easy to deck, but I prefer the SP2, just gives me an extra chance to get in there, and it's less SPs to decks at the end of the day as well. Now you can clearly see how we need to reload, but past Luke, he doesn't know what he's doing. He does not know what he's doing. So that's also another goal that I want to actually achieve this year, is actually learning the champs that I play. There's only a handful that I've actually gone through, read all the abilities, and I understand them 100%. There's a lot of champions, especially all of the new champions that I've got now. The roster is looking filthy. There's so many rank ups that I have to do, and to be honest, I don't even know what half of those champions even do. So yeah, this year we're definitely going to take a step forward to learn our champs, to learn nodes, read before we go into fights. Because I'm gonna be very honest, I'm just that guy. I just like to go in and figure it out. If I see protection, I'm like, oh, let's hit a heavy. If it doesn't disappear, oh, let's go for an intercept. I like to figure out a node in a fight, but sometimes that's not viable because you will just get clapped up. And now that I look at this fight, this easily should have been a one-shot. This should have been a one-shot, but look at this mistake. Why we did that? I don't know. I don't know why we did that. Panic mode probably set in. But yeah, another death on the path. So we go in with we go in with Wasp. We go in with Wasp. Crucial mistakes were made though, because I haven't played. To be honest, the game hated me for such a long time before I quit originally for that first 3 years or so, or 2 years or so, where I only had like a 3-star Wasp. It wouldn't give me a 4-star, 5-star, or a 6-star Wasp, and I only recently pulled this Wasp. So you can see she's only rank 2, if I'm not rank 2. Yeah, she is rank 2. Yeah. And I haven't played it in a hot minute either, so it was just mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Such is life. Hey, we live and we learn. But yet we close this fight out with a little bit of an Ant-Man action, and okay, you know, Ant-Man's Ant-Man, you know what I mean? Like, even though they buffed him up, he still feels like a potato. I need to do some research and see if there's any viability with Ant-Man. But currently right now he's just my synergy guy. And I just pulled him now recently as a 7-star as well, so why not use him as a synergy for Ghost, right? With the trilogy is so good, still good in 2026, so good. So if you have a Ghost, a Wasp, or an Ant-Man, use them together, guys. Use them together because they'll take you places. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, whole of Act 5 and 6, I think most of it I used Ghost. There's so many different paths there that are Ghost friendly. So yeah, I mean, if you're struggling to get to Paragon, if you're struggling to get to Valiant, and you do have a Ghost, you can see mine is fully maxed out, fully sigged out, still one of my favorite 6-stars, and we are praying for a 7-star to come. But that's a quick little aspect of Warpath. Hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all in the next one. Peace.